It's time for a little barefoot gym shoe showdown. And we got 3 6 boxes. 2 of these boxes are the same shoe. One of these boxes is from Crown Northampton, but I lost the box to this. I also have a toothpick in my mouth. I was about to shout out the sponsor. I forgot I had them in my mouth. Danson Toothpicks. Anytime I go into the manager's office where these sit, I'm always picking one out and sucking on it and playing with it, and eventually there's all the flavors gone. I'm like, how long have I been this thing in my mouth? Like 3 hours. They come in a bunch of different cool colors, flavors. Cinnamon, bourbon, single malt, mint. And they do taste like that. I really like the cinnamon. Cinnamon's always my favorite. For every 1 tree milled, we plant 100. White birch, pure botanicals, real spirits. Pretty cool. Fancy little toothpicks. Burnt tip out and a few gentle bites. This is how you'll begin to release the botanical phenols and oils trapped deep in the cellulose of the birch. Pretty cool. So put links to that below. The concept of this video is just going to be another top barefoot gym shoes, because I really like barefoot gym shoes because you don't have that really skinny toe box that keeps your toes squished while you're working out. And for me, when I'm working out, I want that natural articulation. I don't want my toes to be all squished together. And just the fact that these barefoot shoes are really flexible, malleable, it feels really natural underfoot, so you can actually get real movement when you're doing certain workout things instead of it being like really solid and you're not actually working out that full range of motion. They're just easy to put on, they're just comfortable. The only problem for me specifically is they're just not enough protection from the ground. And once again, every time I do one of these videos, I have to do the disclaimer of like, I personally like to have squish from the ground, separate myself from the ground with more squish, because it just wears my feet out. You know, like I just don't have time to be exercising my feet every day. I don't necessarily want to get to the point where I can just walk barefoot. It doesn't really serve me in any way. So I like the barefoot thing, but I just like a little bit of squish. And so this whole series is a little bit about finding like my perfect barefoot sneaker, but also highlighting all the other versions and some of the pros and the cons and different styles. The barefoot world is just such a new up and coming footwear segment that it's fun to just dig into some of these small brands and some of the up and comers and what they're doing. And obviously I like the barefoot stuff because we just released the Barefoot African Trooper with Jim Green. It's a barefoot hiking boot. There's really no real barefoot hiking boots out there. There was none that were like traditionally made. And so me and Gareth from Jim Green were like, let's do it. And so we did, and people love them. So if you want a pair of those, check them out below. I don't even know when this video is coming out, but we'll do several drops a year if you want a pair and they're not on sale or for sale. Get on the limited edition email list so you can know when the next drop is, all sizing information, all that stuff. Let's get to it. Opening all these boxes with my little tactile turn knife, handmade knife in Texas. I guess none of these are even taped, but we'll do it for the show. So we're gonna start with Lono. Lono? It's gotta be Lono. Yes. These are some bright little workout sneakers. So I really like this pattern or this style of workout barefoot sneaker where it's a really soft knit upper, very minimal, and some squish underneath your foot. Because I've got a pair of Vivos that are like this. There's another pair in here that's really similar to this that I've been wearing at the gym. This is pretty interesting because you got little cutouts in the sole that give you maybe a little bit more grip, but also allow it to articulate better. You can see how, like as this bends, those open up and close. Pretty cool concept. It's a knit upper, very breathable. You can see my finger through that. See? They say sockless, but I'm wearing socks for sure because I just don't want these to smell like dirty socks. Pretty cool lacing system. Toe box is pretty stinking wide, but I don't think it's so unsightly that I wouldn't wear it at the gym. And these are becoming more popular at the gym. You see more and more people wearing them, so it makes you feel less weird about wearing this style of shoe. Comes with a removable insole, very, very thin. Then underneath you got just a little bit of foam, finally. Just a little bit of squish. So for me, this is a pretty good option because I just want that squish while still being minimal. And we have another color of these. The black, of course. For me, I'm an all black gym shoe kind of guy. I just don't want any attention on my feet. I don't want to see like flashes of white as I'm on the treadmill or working out. I just always err on the side of all black. These all black ones in the Bearfoot especially hide how wide they are. Even just visually, just because they're so discreet and black, you don't see it as much. So I like these a lot. I haven't worn them at the gym yet, and that's what I'll be doing from the unboxing to the main video, is actually wearing these so I can give some informed opinions on them. So that's Lono. Let's see what they're about. Retail for $76, currently sold out in all the green. Must be pretty popular. A pair of trainers that allow your body to flow naturally and confidently. On a green note, it's made from tech-driven biodegradable materials. Nude barefoot shoes. Make sure you measure your feet and follow our size chart, as they might fit differently in regular sneakers. There's not much information on here about these guys. They are based in Hong Kong, China, but it looks like they make pretty decent stuff. It's really affordable, because we've done some Zero, which is another Chinese brand that's, I think it's at least made in China, that is really, really cheap. I don't like their stuff. Lots of people love them, but I think they're really cheap. These seem to be decent quality. And all this leather, for sure, is not real leather. Like these barefoot shoes rarely ever have leather in them, because they attract that demographic of people that don't want to wear leather. And so it's really hard to find decent quality barefoot sneakers and boots. That's why we have worked with Jim Green on it. Let's do Freet next. So we've done Freet before. I think one of their hiking boots. Pretty decent, very, very minimal. Very, like, bare minimum to be called a sneaker or boot. So, what do we have? These Tenga shoes. So this is basically just like a water shoe. You know, a little insole, little lasting board underneath, or maybe it's a little bit of lasting foam, and a very, very thin, minimal outsole. You know, it just kind of looks like a water shoe to me. But I wanted to do this one because this is their most minimal one. They call this our most minimal run, hike, gym performance, as well as casual shoe. Single piece upper made from recycled coffee, recycled coffee grounds. Fly knit material. I don't think you're supposed to claim fly knit is not a trademarked word. Better watch out, Freet. Those big corps will be coming for you. For amazing performance, whether for sport or casual all day wear. Great for our precious planet resources too. Coffee yarn. That's crazy. Cafe, upper made from recycled coffee grounds for breathable. Can't be all coffee grounds, because it probably just has like little. Yeah, I don't know. That's really interesting. Can't imagine it's fully coffee grounds. That'd be absolutely insane. I want to know how they do that. But the point I was getting at was they've got a bunch of other sneakers and stuff. They have a ton, actually. They've got like 30 different models. I don't think I even told you the price of these. They retail for $65. Got some more casual sneakers. We got some more padded stuff, some more slippers. They just got like every conceivable type of footwear. It's about us and ethics. Let's see what's going on there. We design and develop all of our products in the UK and work very closely with our Chinese manufacturing partners with whom we have worked for over 10 years. We have as tight an operation and supply chain as we can, but continue to improve on our products. So yeah, they're just a small brand working with a bunch of designs, trying to make an affordable little barefoot boot that's really on that minimalist side. But it does have some squish because it's got that insole that's removable and a little bit of foam underneath, maybe like 2 millimeters. But, you know, when it comes to styling, I like these more. Next, let's do this box, which is another wrong box because I couldn't find the box for these because we bought them like a year ago. What is it? These are the Bearfoot. $120, so more expensive than the previous stuff, but this is actually leather. I don't know the quality of the leather. It kind of feels like a suede. It has that stretchiness of a suede, but there might be a little grain in there. Bearfoot, they make a boot as well that we've reviewed a couple times. Nice materials, unique construction, really unique patterning, and these shoes are no different. Very unique. You know, I've never really seen patterning quite like this. It looks like a leather sock, and let's see how they position it. The Ursus is an original barefoot training sneaker designed for lifting and normal daily use. Its wide toe box, flat outsole, and flexible frame are ideal for strengthening your feet and improving overall biometrics. Expertly crafted from the U.S. sourced leather and other high quality materials, it offers unparalleled comfort and longevity. So I like these guys. You know, these guys actually work out. Like the dudes that own this company and that do all the marketing and everything, they're big, jacked fellas that actually work out in these, put them through the paces. And so I just generally, I like it when a brand backs up what they're doing and use the products instead of like a bunch of tech lords just trying to sell really cheap products and they found the perfect SEO combination to sell it to these people. I hate that. So when someone's actually backing up what they're doing with using them and they're giant jack dudes, it's hard not to appreciate the work that they're doing. Looks like a permanent insole. It's that same style insole where it has the rib wrapped around it that I don't love because it makes it a little uneven. I wish Bearfoot would switch to a regular insole. And leather, simple outsole. Really not much to it, just really soft, flexible, but actually some durable materials like leather. Cool, like that. What's in this Crown Northampton box? Not Crown Northampton, but SOMS, which stands for sense of motion. These, once again, I think they make some other like workout shoes, because they have a category called sporty that have like a trailhead. It's clearly a more like durable workout shoe, maybe outdoorsy kind of shoe. But I wanted to do their classic sneaker because so many people like working out in Converse. They like this look, they like the casualness of it. And so I was like, let's do one of their casual sneakers that you could work out in. And like, if you don't like this style, if you don't like this barefoot kind of style, these are, close. Clearly still barefoot, very wide. But I honestly don't hate the look of them though. There's something about them, just the paneling, that I don't hate that wide toe box. I haven't put them on yet. So these retail for $164, so even more than the Barefoot. The perfect summer canvas shoe. Your feet will get stronger with each step forward. Keep your posture in its natural state. Zero drop sole, 15-ounce cotton canvas upper for breathability and durability. SOM guarantee. We'll probably stand behind every pair. If you find a defect in your pair the first year, we'll replace them. Nice. Sense of Motion was born because of the founder, an avid runner, Ali Marchal, was experiencing back pain in his everyday life. Ollie discovered that his footwear was the problem, so he set out to make his own pair of shoes here in America that would allow his foot to function naturally as if he were barefoot. Is these made in America? Made in the USA. Wow. So that's probably part of why they're the most expensive that we've unboxed thus far. I think they're the most expensive out of all of them. But it's pretty unique. You've got like that canvas outer, but you have this jersey material on the inside, a nice different material, some fake leather on the heel. There's no way that's real leather because these brands never use real leather. Fake leather internal counter cover, fake leather external counter cover, and pretty simple. Cup sole cemented together. The insole is removable. Seems like a pretty decent insole. It's nothing too fancy. Strobel stitched on the inside, lasting material. Yeah, I like these. I like that they're made in the US too. Last one, Tolos. I like these. The reason I like these is because I already have a pair that I've been wearing to the gym pretty regularly actually. So I've got a pair of these in white. Yeah, white. And I like them. That's why I want to wear all the rest of these before I do the video. These are the Archetype 2, retail for $115. So cheaper than the Barefoot and cheaper than the SOMS, Very, very similar to like these and the Vivos and these, very simple style. Textile upper that's breathable, flexible, got some toe bumpers going on, got some reinforcement, unique lacing pattern. Unique pattern on the outsole. But you can see what I mean by like a lot of these shoes are really similar across the board. And so you get down to little nuanced differences that make the difference, or even just how they feel. And that's why I want to actually wear these at the gym to get a feel for them. Removable insole. It's just a thin piece of foam, some little bumps on it. I don't know if that's supposed to go up or down. Then underneath you got a strobel stitch to a little bit of foam. Right underneath is the outsole. So basically the exact same shoe as like these other two, just a different pattern on top and different outsole, but basically the same shape. So let's read the Archetype 2 description. Try them on. Yeah, not really a description on it. It just kind of says the updates from the first version. So stretchier sock booty mesh, corrected break appearance, and it's clearly a workout shoe though. It only needs so much positioning. Like it's made to work out in. I'm sure you can wear them casually, but it seems to me it's a pretty clear workout shoe. Let's try them on. What do I have on? A pair of Troopers without pants on. Check these out if you want a pair of real heritage Barefoot boots because no one else made them, so me and Jim Green did. Let's try on the size 10 Barefoot. These do feel like a soft. They're they feel like a sock. They feel very soft. Everything's padded. My toe goes into there. to there. So I might go to 10.5 because I just don't like having any of my toes squished at all. When I'm standing up, my toe goes to there. So I'd probably go up half a size for my Brannock, unless we don't have half sizes. Yeah, I think I would have done a 10.5. Just give me a little bit of extra wiggle room because, you know, that toe box doesn't have an actual like toe bump. It tapers to a point, and so I'd want just a little bit of extra room for my toes. Defer to all their recommendations and stuff because I've got skinny feet and everyone likes their shoes a different way, but that's just your preliminary sizing from me. So good luck. Okay, this is a 44. Usually I wear 43 or 44 in European sizes, and I'm a 10 on the Brannock. Yeah, they just feel like water shoes. I have a hard time getting over the water shoe aspect of it. But that's about how I'd want these to fit. So my toe goes to about there, but I've got plenty of room. You know, I've got a little under a thumb width. Yeah, that's how I'd size these. 10 on the Brannock equals 44. Tolos. See how Tolos fits. Okay, my toe's right to the end. So if you like your toes right to the end of barefoot shoes, you might want to go with this size, which is 9.5. And I got a size 10, and I like the size 10 better. So I would recommend going true to Brannock on these. Okay, let's try the Lonos in a size 10. Okay. Ooh, these do feel they feel a lot like a sock. Like it's really tight, like a new sock. My toe goes to about there. Ooh, these are very good. These kind of feel like a water shoe. These feel like a really thick leather sock. These feel like just like a minimalist gym shoe, you know, pretty common feeling for, like, it feels like Vivos, it feels like that style of gym shoe. These feel different. They're very much hugging my foot. Okay, this is a 44 euro. This was a 43 euro. So I think the 44, once again, is gonna fit me better. Yeah, I would go with the 44s, for me. My toe goes to there, so I've got some room there. But I like that. I like to have just a little bit of room. I just don't like my toes ever jamming to the end of shoes. Drives me nuts. These feel good. I like the feel of these. Okay, these are ones I'm probably the most curious about. Because all the rest of these, they look like they look, you know. These, I'm curious if you can kind of sneak in the barefoot world with a pair of wide toe box Converse-y looking classic sneakers. And they do have workout sneakers, like I mentioned. I just wanted to do one of their more casual sneakers you could work out in. How much clown foot do I feel? They're pretty freaking wide. I'm gonna have to wear them to the gym and see how embarrassed I get when I'm wearing them. Sizing wise though, where are we at? This is a US 10.5. And I like that fit. Get in there. My toe goes to, I've got quite a bit of room. It's got about a thumb width for 10.5. So if you want less room, I think you'd go with a 10, true to Brannock size. Okay, that's it. I'm gonna wear them to the gym and actually test them, see how they feel, how they perform, which ones I actually like wearing them, because we hardly ever touch on that. But this is a specific area that I'd like to really dive into that. So be on the lookout for the main channel video, and let me know what other barefoot stuff you want us to review and cut apart, what other alternatives we haven't covered. Go watch the other barefoot videos with the barefoot hiking boots, barefoot like tactical boots, barefoot gym shoes, there's a bunch of stuff. So check them out below. Thank you guys for supporting this, and all the sponsors make all this possible, all the brands that are sending us stuff to make all this possible. So thank you guys. See ya.